Hello, chat. Give me just a second here. Working on getting stuff going. Okay, so it's not going to be on there. Need 1 second.
Hi, MS Whoop.
Oop. Weird. Okay. Well, I'll be doing this then. How are we doing, chat? I'll say hi in 1 second. Okay. Sounds good. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Actually, we'll just do that. Okay. So we're a little bit more zoomed in because I'm working on this piece of garbage here. This light TPU kind of sucks to print with. It's clogged, and I don't know exactly how, but anytime it tries to feed in filament now, it just doesn't. It just gets stuck. Oh, and try to fix it because I got stuff I gotta print. Yeah, it either thinks something is stuck or something is stuck. And it's probably that something is stuck, because TPU will go anywhere and everywhere it wants to. You cannot control it. Like pushing a wet noodle. Okay. Now, after that, this comes out. The slightly bigger ones are for the bottom. Got it. Come on. There we go. And this should just slide down. Yep. So the actual extruder portion is fine. That's not clogged as far as I can tell. I think. Well, actually, there might be something in there. I cannot quite tell. I'm gonna try grabbing some filament and pushing it through the bottom. Grabbing like a wrap off of. That'll be fine. Yeah. Because when I turn the gears one way, it feels like it's catching on something. Okay. Got it. Captured. Trying to turn it, it does not want to go. Okay, let's try going the other way. It's stuck. So it's not in the hot end, it's in here. I think I see it in there. So how do I get this apart? Looking like from the back, potentially. Yeah, there's something lodged in here. I'm gonna take out this back panel here. Oh, stubby guys. Hopefully this gives me access this way. We shall see. Okay. Let's test all of that. Aha, I see a piece of TPU in there. I see ya. I see you in there, you little bugger. How are you lodged in there? What in the heck? Like, you can see it, right? I don't think it's gonna focus, but right down in here, it's stuck. There's a piece there. Like, it wants to go through, but it can't. Aha, there it is. That little thing right there clogged up this whole stinking thing. Alright, back together it goes. Luckily, that was a super easy fix. This is just the sort of thing you gotta deal with if you're gonna print in TPU. After I get this back together, there's a print I have to start. And then after that, I will begin working on the BK1s again because it is jamming a lot, and I don't know why. What happened? I was printing TPU, and this little tiny chunk of TPU got bitten off and stuck in the extruder. And nothing could get in or out. No, you're good. And yeah, after this, we'll work on trying it out. Yes, that is true. I was printing the Nightingale mag extenders. Also, hello, Dorian. How are you doing? And then this went this way, correct? Yes. That's good. Have you messed around with BK1s before? Because yesterday I converted mine for Coda Mags, and it is jamming a lot. Like, sometimes it's fine, other times it's not. Oddly enough, like the last 6 or 7 darts in the mag, sometimes feed fine. I don't know if it's worn darts, I don't know if it's something else. I haven't exactly done a ton of testing on it yet. I kind of ran out of time last night to realistically do much. Oof. Yeah, for mine, I always intend to convert to codas. I didn't really care for grinding out even more material to do talons when I barely use talons anymore anyways. Pretty much just codas for me at this point. So I just kind of let it be and just carved out what I need to for codas. I will look over chat when I can. I'm putting my printer back together. Yeah, I remember there was issues with the 76, and now the 77 has issues, because of course it does. I'm just struggling to find out why it's so hard for this hobby to get, like, a really solid AEB. Like, I can't recommend any single AEB to any just normal person for pro use, which is very odd. I would have thought by now. Yeah, the 77 has a lot of issues. Mainly related to the catch and the trigger pull. Apparently stock, it has an 18-pound trigger pull, which is absurd and shouldn't be happening for an AEB or any blaster. And it has to do with the catch being kind of funky. It's a very weird design. And there's just some bizarre things going on with it. So hopefully it gets figured out, but if it doesn't, nothing of value is lost. Like, it should have been good out of the box. Like, it's their second attempt at it, and it's just not. Also, apparently, because of the weird trigger and catch setup and whatever it is, it drops like 100 FPS in full auto for no apparent reason. Yeah, the trigger's incredibly uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't know why it's having so many issues. It really doesn't make a lot of sense. I wonder if whatever manufacturing company it was kind of screwed it up or what. But yeah, it is not good. I'm wondering if any of like the major companies like Dart Zone or Buzzbee or anybody is gonna make a hobby AEB. Probably not, but fun to think about. The real one that surprises me is Worker hasn't done it. They haven't even attempted one. They're just like, nope, we are very happy just sticking to planers and flywheelers and not doing anything else. So, I don't know. But all I know is I'm not Worker. I'm sure there's a reason for it. Get that powered back on. Yeah, I can see Dart Zone doing it at some point. Maybe bringing in some like airsoft designers or something. I can see them doing that. I will be right back to chat. I'm just in the other room getting a print ready. My mic is on my my headset, so. Ooh, that's right. I was gonna do dual color on this. Yes, tree support. And that 100% aligned rectilinear. I'm doing something kind of cool for this, I think. Change you to that. Add another filament. Make you black. All right, we'll do that. I am doing a cool color combo for my BK. I'm going to be using, I'm going to be printing a stock cover. It has the same stock as my SBM. So I'm printing a stock cover. It's designed by Adrian. And then I'm doing a new barrel shroud, which I'd already printed in this kind of rainbow filament. It didn't really turn out how I wanted it to, and it looks kind of ugly on the blaster. I'm doing one in a clear yellow and a black PET G. Dart Zone did make some Gel Blaster ABs, that's right. I know. I do love the design. It just, with where the color transitions were in the rainbow filament, it just does not look very good. So I'm changing it out. This rainbow roll kind of sucks. It's not great colors. They're very, like, muted colors. It's gonna be kind of hard to see with the light. So, yep. And I'll probably only wind up using this in my arena rather than taking it elsewhere. I haven't been to like a public war in probably almost a year. And then I haven't gone to the Nerf arena I used to go to anymore for various reasons that I won't get into. Might go back there once, maybe, but I kind of doubt it. Okay. And now this generic G in black. Firm. All right. Well, that should be starting soon. But it's all right. I have my own arena now, which I am very, very happy with. I might do a video on it this year. Not really. It's either a park game that I don't really go to for reasons, and then an Nerf arena I used to go to, which I also don't go to for reasons. But what we have to figure out now is why my BK keeps jamming. And it is not it happens a lot. I can find the words. No, it's an arena on my property. If you've seen it, either of the YouTube shorts I posted recently, the most recent one's about where it's at right now. It's wooded area on the property. We've moved recently. Not yet. I'm planning on doing that next year probably. Just because winter is almost here and you really can't work on it during the winter. I am, if anyone's wondering why I have everything off camera at the moment, it's so YouTube doesn't throw fits. YouTube has been not particularly happy with hobby streams as of late. With how blasters have been looking. Basically, not anytime, but very often, this will try to fire and it will just get stuck. Either because of a dart getting stuck or just something else. But what I've discovered is as the coda is speeding up, the dart head is catching on the barrels. Oh, actually, you know what I should put back up? This. There we go. So, when this is in here, it's going to be really hard to see, but in the little window here, down inside here, can't really see it that great. The dart head is catching on the bottom of the barrel, which is obviously not good. Normally the pusher kind of pulls it back a little bit and then it feeds it correctly. But that is the main issue I have to solve, which I haven't seen anyone else report about, even though I did the dremeling and cutting at the exact places it's said to. So I don't know what's going on with it. Of course that just fell and broke. Whatever. So if I put it on safe here, or put on fire. Oh, there's 3. No, the pusher is straight. The problem with this is with the original mags, it was set back further. Or not, it's set in the same spot, but it's a skinnier mag overall than a Coda. Compared to a Coda, It is about 2 millimeters shorter, roughly. And that 2 millimeter difference is enough that the tips of the darts don't touch the barrel. So when I pull the trigger here, it'll most likely jam. Yep. That one was actually kind of weird. It's like it didn't try pushing it, actually. Is it making a little beep? Yeah, it is. Okay. And then to clear it, you have to pull that all the way back, and it's a really stiff... Oh, now it's just not even working at all. Okay, that's fun. Come on. Yeah, it's not even working at all right now. Which is more than likely due to a switch in the back. Yep. There we go. Now it's deprimed. So I have to fix this problem again. Then I have to fix the problem of the darts not feeding. Also, why have you not started printing? You should have started already. Oh, what jammed? Cutter is stuck. What? How's the cutter stuck? The cutter is not stuck. Yeah, I'm moving the cutter just fine. What do you mean the cutter is stuck? Filament sensor cable connection. Did something get bumped? Like, what is... Did I break the cable? Everything is breaking. Every single bloody thing is broken.
What do you feel?
Can't even pull that out. What the heck? Man, I've had so many things break in the last week. In the last couple of days. Hopefully I didn't break that one cable. We're gonna try this again. Printer is not busy with another print job. It still thinks it's TPU loaded. It's not. There's nothing in it. Why does it think there's something there? Is something else stuck in it? Like... Yeah, my printer thinks there's still filament loaded in it, even though it isn't. Oh, work, that's pretty much it. I haven't really done anything else. No, I'm not updating the firmware right now, I don't care. Why? Why do you keep giving me warning messages? There's nothing in there, that's why you can't cut it. Oh my gosh. You can't cut filament because there's nothing in there. Yes, clear filament information. I don't know why it keeps thinking there's filament in there when there's not. Unless there's another piece that's stuck in there. Yeah, something is just spinning and spinning and spinning. I really, really think something's in there. Okay, it was the AMS having an issue. What is going on? The cutter is stuck. What do you mean? The cutter is not stuck. The cutter is fine. There's no filament in you. What if I just unplug the AMS? How about that? What if I simply do that and unplug it? What now? What do you do now? What is going on? Alright, this has not been a good stream. Yeah, like 3 times I've tried to do that. I'm just gonna let it sit for a couple of minutes and try to figure this thing out. Everything is breaking. with this thing, I honestly don't know how I'm going to fix the barrel issue because it has to be in the position that it's at. Otherwise, the O-ring doesn't make contact in the barrel. We'd have to increase the size of the pusher, or lengthen the pusher rather, which the pusher is part of the blender tube, so it's not something that can be easily replaced. Well, it's not even that. It's because of where the darts sit. With this, it would be pushed back to about there. And there's all that extra space up front, and if the dart is even forward a little bit, it catches on the barrel. Well, it's a forward and backward position. It's not a up and down position that's affecting it. And it's in the spot where it should be. So that's why I'm just super confused. I haven't heard anyone else talk about this issue. So maybe it's just a me thing, maybe it's not, I don't know.
You have plenty of time to find out all the things you want to know.
I'm afraid not.
So I'm just gonna have to take this back apart and try to figure something out. The other thing is this is a proprietary barrel. There is kind of a call-it piece I could print if I wanted to, but it's technically a proprietary barrel at the moment. It's really dumb, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's honestly a bit short of a barrel, because it gets about 180. Yeah, it's annoying. Converting it to take normal mags isn't that bad. It's just some sanding you have to do. Or someone made a file where you cut out basically the whole mag well and it's a bolt-on mag well replacement. Yeah. Well, I mean, they are technically shorter. They're 36mm darts instead of 38, but you know. The darts it comes with apparently are pretty decent darts, according to some people. Yeah, this motor is gigantic. That's the whole motor there. Great. Yeah. Why did we go to 38 anyways? Oh, got it. So the issue I've been having is that it's It really doesn't like touching on the back switch. The fix I've seen is to bend this tab up a little bit, which I've already done a little bit, but I'm gonna try more. That seems like too much. Do a teeny bit more. Yeah, so as you can see, if I put in this mag right now, and if the dart is all the way forward, like so, doesn't catch on here, but if I have the barrel in the spot where it would sit, which is here, you can see the dart head catches on the barrel. And then obviously it's not really going to want to feed. Usually when the pointer tube is pulled back, the O-ring kind of pulls the dart up and back, which it actually did right there. That worked exactly how it was supposed to. I don't know if something else is going on or some of the... Yeah, the shell is not bad. People said it's like kind of thin and creaky. It's not. It feels like great plastic. But yeah, if I load a bunch of darts, and these are just kind of random darts just sitting on my bench here, in, I have it pushed all the way up. You can see it's actually on this one, if it's all the way to the forward spot, it's actually catching on the black plastic part. So if I cycle this, it did actually cycle that fine. Well, I didn't mod this to take talons. If you want to do talons, because the feedlets go out further, you have to stand out even more of these ribs in here, and even more of the shell. Specifically, this part here has to be ground down. There's a rib right here you can't really see. But that's why on the BK mag, it's smooth all the way up. It doesn't come out any further, like on talons. Same as Kodas, they're flat. So this, at the moment, cannot take talons, which is purposeful, because I don't hardly use talons. But yeah, that's cycled fine. That's cycled fine. That's fine. So what is it? The pusher's obviously pulling it back fine. So... the pusher goes back to... I think that's the furthest it can go back, but it is far enough back. Well, I can't really because of where the mag catch is. It's this little hole right here. This orange piece comes up and there's a tab and it catches on the mag like that. And it's set up, the back of the mag well, you're not supposed to touch during the during this mod, because that's where the original mag sat, is like this. And while it does go up pretty high, like it sits there, Kodas stick down a little bit further, but the thing that is stopping the mag isn't this black plastic part, it's this shell portion beneath it, which I've already sanded out. I mean, potentially. The problem is there's this wall that has to stay there, because that's where where that catches. And this fits through here just fine. Like, the pusher fits how it's supposed to. Like, it's a little rough getting it in, but once it's up there, it's fine. Yeah, the thing is, though, people have done this and they haven't had this jamming issue. So, I don't know. I might just throw it back together quick and do a test and just see if fixing that switch a little bit has helped or not. Because it might have. I'm just trying to see what's going on with it. I mean, it could be this dart guide on the top. I haven't tried taking it out, but I've seen people leave it in. So I don't know if I want to try it with it out. And let's just try hand feeding it without the mag catch in there. Okay, that dart's just really squishy, and I shouldn't use that in general. Okay, let's try this. And that is as far up as it goes. Wait a second. No, that's where it's supposed to be. I thought I saw something fishy going on. There might still be. Okay, let's see. The thing I am noticing, well, it kind of touches it. This black plastic part at the front, it's touching on the front of the Coda. So wonder if I could sand that down, because if I take the BK mag, it obviously sits behind it. So I doubt that'll make a difference, but I could try it. But for now, I'm just going to do this. So that's caught where it's supposed to be. It's not... moves a tiny bit, but that's just tolerances. And this is just due to the darts getting stuck in the barrel. That's fine. Unjam this one sec. I forgot to unjam it before. Okay. That seemed to be fine. Yeah, obviously this one is caught on the barrel. If I cycle this really fast, it loads it fine. Because the O-ring on the pusher is pulling the dart back and up. Yeah, and that's going fine. Okay. I'm going to try it without the dart guide in there and just see what happens. I don't know if it'll make a difference or not, but it really can't hurt to try. Fun fact, this thing has a T238 fire control board in it. It basically just helps detect if there's jams and stop it from ripping itself apart. and all the gears are metal and everything. The track it rides on is metal. Everything's really reinforced, so it's built well. It just obviously is not functioning well, and I have to figure out why. I also have a bunch of other projects I'm working on. I'm trying to do a half-dart Pharaoh, which the kit I printed, it requires brass, and I didn't know that. So I did it, and it's only getting like 120 FPS, and it's very inconsistent. Even though on the stock, because it's getting basically no seal, and I don't know why. The pusher unfortunately seals into the printed breech. It doesn't seal into the brass because it's too large to seal into the brass. So it's not a very well-designed kit, but I really didn't want to pay $60 for the worker one. But it's looking like yes, it does, but it's over $60. I'm just trying to avoid having to buy it, but I may have to. I mean, I love the Pharaoh. I've wanted to do a half-dart mod to it for forever. Super fun blaster to mess around with, but not super easy to mod. Yeah. There's apparently a shim you have to print for it. Like, it doesn't put talons up far enough, and it jams a lot. I remember that being a thing. Wait, that's gotta be a tiny one. Never mind. This is a big one here, I think. Yeah. Hey, I mean, the one that's in my lawn shot, it's the red anodized kit. That one's been great. Still hits 230. That might be the one I have. Basically everything is metal, custom dart gate, and technically a proprietary barrel because it has a weird chamber or a weird chamfer. Yeah, it's in my red launch shot, and it's a red kit in the red launch shot, and I love it. Super happy with that. I gotta do this first and then do the mag catch. Oddly enough, I have a screwdriver that matches. Okay. And then do mag catch. Weird. Shoot, which screw was it? That one? Yes, that one. Eddie's a really weird size of screw for this mag catch. Weird. Yeah, I don't use it a ton, but I occasionally pull it out if I just want to have fun with an old blaster. Okay. Do that. Take our barrel holder. That on. And then spring and dart guide. Or, not dart guide, spring guide. Spring rest, whatever you want to call it. That goes in like so. Okay. Let's see if it'll even fire by itself. ABs are so scary, dude. So 3 beeps, that's normal. Doesn't sound good. Ooh. There's like a scratching sound. Yep. It is not happy. I just need to deprime it now. Yeah. Ugh. So frustrating. Because it was at least somewhat functional yesterday, and it was just having jamming issues, and now it's having all sorts of freaking issues. Ugh. Everything has to break. The only thing I've built in the last, like, week that has worked flawlessly has been the Twist Fury. That's the only thing. But yeah, this has not sounded good at all, and I don't know why. Like the gears are catching on something. But, I mean, the gears can take a lot of abuse, which is good. Because all the gears and everything are metal. So it takes a lot to break that before the fire control board takes over. Yeah, it's very hard to permanently destroy one of these, which is good, but obviously I want this dang thing to work. I think it might be as if I bent that tab up a bit too much. And it's like activating someone before it's supposed to. Yeah, the gears look fine. Oh, that's not good. I just popped the whole metal tab out of the switch. Okay, that's back in there. Good. Yes, this thing didn't even work out of the box. Like, it just did a double beep and just kept giving issues. But then I opened it up and did the tricks that I saw where you bend the tabs up slightly on the switches, and it can sometimes help. And that screw board is going. That's great. See if this helps any. Just kind of reseated stuff. Unless it really needs that dart guide in there. I don't think it does, but who knows? Maybe it does need it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, the normal 3 beeps. Still not sounding good. Nope. it to work for one shot so I can deprime it. It doesn't even want to work for one shot now. Fine, the spring is getting launched out the back. And the whole gearbox is at the wrong spot now, so I have to fix... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, honestly don't know what to do with this thing anymore. Because now it's not even, like, functioning at all. I mean, I guess I'll take it down to the gearbox again. I know it's not the LiPo being close to dead. I haven't charged it, but it would have plenty to just cycle through and do this. Like, it's not an issue of power. Like, it's been firing fine. Now, I obviously can't return it because I've already done the whole Talon mod and everything. Because it was working fine. I opened it up, fixed the issues, and it was working fine with the BK mag. I guess I'll take it down to the gearbox again. Oh yeah, that's Professor just dead, that's right. I don't know. I honestly don't. Because it was fine last night. There's a switch at the front that detects when the plunger tube is forward, and there's a switch at the back that detects when the plunger tube is back, or the plunger is back. And so when you pull the trigger, what happens is there's the motor that keeps the plunger held back on the spring tension. That motor is the catch. And so when that turns, it will release it forward, thus opening up that switch circuit. Then it will, once that is forward after a delay of like 1/10 of a second or something, it grabs everything once it's all forwards, pulls it all back, closing that switch circuit, and then, or opening that switch circuit and closing this one, catching it all together, and then it launches, or holds part of it back, and then the plunger tube moves back forward again. It's, I don't know what's going on. So you can see there's that one gear interfacing with this, which is why it's caught back, and then it'll cycle thus launching all that forward. And I'll go back forward, and then there's another set of teeth that pop up on the gear that then catch on the plunger tube part. And then that, because this is inside of here, pulls this back. Then the next set of teeth come up. That's all in one gear. In there. Well, it's actually caught behind here, so I can't even take this out until I take out the gearbox. Go back. So this is the whole gearbox here. Already had this apart once, so I know how to open it now. I'll show you the inside of here. Oops. First step is taking off the motor cage, and then taking out the motor, and then you can open the rest of the gearbox. That comes off, and then you lift up the motor. And this comes out. So that's the bevel gear, which looks totally fine. And then there's a spring that keeps the motor pushed downwards. So all that looks fine, and it's greased up barely, but it is. Yeah, the rest of that looks fine upon first glance. So then you take these wires out of their guides. And then to open this, it's 3 screws. Why did you stay behind? Whatever. There's the bevel gear. And here's the big main gear with the three layers of teeth, basically. Oops. Not gonna focus, of course, but there's 3. Don't focus down here. Well, you can kind of see it. There's 3 layers of teeth, and it catches and cycles on specific ones, and it's just not working. I'm getting grease all over myself now. But I seriously just don't know what it is. Well, I just won't even fire now. And it doesn't make any sense. Obviously, they're metal gears, so there's no way they can be damaged. Other people haven't noticed this issue, as far as I can tell. I mean, I was talking to Axel about it, and they haven't had this issue with it, so I don't know. Yeah, it's all just excess grease. I'll try just having it apart and putting it back together, I guess, but how that's going to make a difference. I'm not, but I would like an invite. Thank you. I'm gonna watch a video on reassembling the gearbox. I just want to make sure I can get that gear position correct. Where did my phone even go? Oh, it's out here already. I'm just trying to see where the vector gear needs to be. Once it's back together. Okay, so it looks like pretty much anywhere in what happened there? Okay, so it's saying to basically enter it. There's where the second one ends. So basically just center it right there. Okay. Look at that. You know anybody who's an expert on BK1s? Alright. I'll probably ask in a little bit here if I can't figure out what the frick is going on. I have to find out where this nut went that I dropped. Let's see. There it is. I found it. That's the nut that allows you to screw on the back cover that the plunger tube screws in, or the buffer tube screws into. I'm just gonna put the spring guide back in. I don't even care at this point. I want this thing to freaking work. I'm gonna put this. No, it is a tapered skirt seal. Yeah, it's that. Which, I mean, when this thing works, it works well. It gets 180. Which out of this size plunger tube is really impressive. Yeah, that makes sense. One second. Okay. Gonna put it together and we're just gonna give it a try. Don't expect this to work, honestly, with how everything else is gone. But we'll see. And the other thing I suppose I could try is just charging my battery, but I doubt that's going to make a difference. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I half knew that I was gonna have a bad time. If this doesn't work, I'm probably just gonna end stream and go do something else. I just need to be done with it. Alright. Where's my battery? It's up here. Please work. Nope. Yeah. Gonna try charging my battery. I also have to open it back up because I can't deprime it now because the gear's in the way. Whatever. I'm going to be done for the night. Thought I was going to be able to fix this. Haven't fixed this or my printer.